I can see attendees have started joining us. We can start with the sponsor videos.
The last 2 decades, we experienced the rise of Chinese photovoltaic companies and the transformation of LONGi from a pathfinder and an inventor of technology to an industry leader. LONGi was established in 2000 and changed the game rules of the industry by promoting monocrystalline modules in 2015. In 2016, LONGi's mono-PERC technology brought the industry into an era of high efficiency and low LID. In 2017, LONGi's bifacial PERC technology increases remarkable module power output with rare side irradiation. In 2019, M6 silicon wafers led the PV industry to an era of 450-watt ultra-high power. With strong innovations, LONGi has made numerous achievements like 24.06% efficiency of monocrystalline PERC cell, the highest production of bifacial monocrystalline modules in the world, continuous technology advances and LCOE optimization. Now, LONGi is about to set off another advancement in the industry once again. The latest LONGi high Mo5 modules with optimized LCOE, especially designed for large-scale PV stations, are now available. The power output of high Mo5 is up to 540 watts, with over 21% efficiency. The optimal size of the high Mo5 module, coupled with sophisticated construction, can reduce costs while increasing power generation. As seen in the PV station in Zhoushuan, China, high Mo5 can significantly lower labor, land, and BOS costs and reduce LCOE. Also, the application of high Mo5 in Qatar has proved to be a remarkable improvement in cost reduction. The advanced technology of the high Mo5 leads to optimal LCOE, which is the result of LONGi's exploration of every detail of functionality. New M10 gallium-doped silicon wafer can reduce the linear power degradation to 0.45% per year. Compared with the traditional welding technology, LONGi's smart soldering technology reduces the tensile strength of the cell by 20%, by reducing the distance between cells by 2/3. This technology achieved a 0.3% improvement in module efficiency. High Mo5 follows a mature and reliable design path, framed, tempered glass on both sides to ensure the load capacity of the modules, with no crossbeam on the back to the module that blocks reflected light to ensure continuous and efficient power output. In practical applications, the size of high Mo5 is suitable for the main 1-portrait and 2-portrait horizontal single-axis tracking system. At the same time, it is perfectly compatible with the next generation inverters. The working current, including 15% bifacial gain, is kept within 15 amps, without the loss of current generation. Standardization, perfect adaptation, cost optimization, and high efficiency leads to optimized LCOE that enables high Mo5 to be one of the most valuable products on the market. The high volume production of high Mo5 is ready. By first quarter of 2021, global supply is expected to reach 13.5 gigawatts. The new high Mo5 joins the LONGi high Mo family, bringing in a new PV era with ultra-high value.
everyone. A very good afternoon. I'm Sangeeta. It's my pleasure to welcome you all virtually on behalf of SolarQuarter and First View Group with our event on State Business Meet 2021 Gujarat. In this virtual event, we will discuss exciting discussions and debate on state policy, current and future technology, business trends, and market forecasts. I would like to thank our sponsors, Platinum Partner Longi Solar and Growert, Session Partner Firma for joining us today. Let's begin with our first techno-commercial presentation by Mr. Rohan Shelar, who is the Deputy Manager from Longi Solar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Hello everyone, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. You'll have to make it full screen.
Just give me a sec, actually. Yeah, is it okay now?
So you'll have to start sharing your screen.
I think I'm facing some trouble in the network actually.
Okay. Now I can
Okay.
see.
Hope this is visible now for everyone actually. Sorry for the trouble.
I can see your screen, but I can't. Yes, now I can see your screen. Yes, perfect. If you could please make it full.
So, hello everyone, and very good afternoon. Myself, Rohan Shelar, and I'm taking care of Longi distribution business for India and Sri Lanka. Today, first of all, I would like to thank SolarQuarter for keeping this event because of the COVID. Actually, we all are not able to move outside our home, but with these type of events, we are at least been able to keep in touch with our industry colleague. So, thank you very much. So I'll just keep it very short. To begin with, I'm going to give you certain introduction of Longi solar modules and few of the module technologies which can specifically used in our state of Gujarat, which has always been a pioneer for the solar installations. And I know a lot of schemes and a lot of people are enthusiastic will be here to looking forward for using the solar module for their small scale solar scheme. So I'll give you some brief on the products what we are having and how you can utilize them in your projects. This is some basic introduction about the Longi. Longi was incepted in the year of 2000. We have completed 20 years last year. And the current strength of the Longi is 50,000 plus people across the globe. The revenue what we had in the year 2019 was 4.76 billion. And it has increased almost by 35%, which is almost close to 5.5 billion this year. During that time, we have supplied more than 10 gigawatt of the bifacial module and the cumulative supply of more than 20 gigawatt. Last year, we passed the milestone of 20.4 gigawatt across the globe, and that was a kind of a record. Before that, no any other company has been able to deliver that much of the supply global shipments. How we attain that is with the help of this tremendous network we are having across the globe. As you can see, the red marks are the offices we are having. For India, we are having it in Delhi, and black are the manufacturing bases we are having. So totally, we are having 13 bases. 11 are in China, and one is in Vietnam, one is in Malaysia. Going forward, as you can see, Longi is a company who has been standing with this AAA rating since last 1.5 years consecutively. No other manufacturer has been able to gain that position from Longi. And we have been so much confident that with this type of results, we will be able to serve you for long term of 25 years, which we commit in the industry of solar. And apart from that PV Tech rating of AAA, the financial stability of Longi, which is measured by the Altman Z score, is at the top notch, which is 4.99 actually, whereas the other are struggling with even below than 2%, which is very critical. So we can be your definite partner for the long run with this financial strengths. As you can see, apart from the financials, Longi has attained the capacity of the production to 45 gigawatt in the last year 2020, and it is ramping up more than that. So we'll be able to supply as much as quantity for our clients. And the Longi has also claimed in the new Nifty 50 companies, top 500 companies globally. So in that, Longi has always been present. How we have been able to manage or cater to deliver all these things is because of the investment what Longi has always done in terms of the R&D. Last year, we passed the mark of 5% of overall revenue has been invested into the R&D. And for that, we are collaborated with New South Wales and many other universities and other institutions who are helping us deliver all the results we are committing to the client. So as I told you earlier, these are the manufacturing bases we are having across the globe. These 11 bases are from China, and these two, one is from Malaysia, one is from the Vietnam. This is the quality recognition of Longi. We have been achieved the top PVEL DNVGL rating. We are the highest achiever for the PV module tech, RATC, and all quality matters. All those awards which are available in the industry are being won by Longi at the first spot. Now moving forward, I'll give you the details about the product what we are having, and I'll more of a focus into the products which we are delivering in India. So HIMO 4 and HIMO 5 are the current product we are supplying in India. I'll give you more brief in the next slides. So this is HIMO 4, and for India, we are using 72 cell products for both ranges. HIMO 4 stands for the product which are having the power beam of 450 and 455 to 60 watt peak module, and HIMO 5 will be ranging from 520 to 545 watt peak. And both the segments, we are having mono and bifacial, both the models. So this is the trend for the HIMO 4 series, what we are expecting, what will be the trend in coming year to supply our products. So if you see from 2021, as you can see here, we started with the 20.7% efficiency with the HIMO 4. And by 2023, you will be having up to 460 watt peak of the HIMO 4 module, that is mono perk, and 455 watt peak as a bifacial perk. Again, the new product, which is very much, as you have seen that earlier video, which has been the talk of the town now, that Longi has come up with this HIMO 5 series. And not only increasing the sizing, but we are trying to innovate inside the product and come up with the maximum efficiency so that the module size should remain the same as it was earlier, or it should increase slightly. But its effective outcome should be achieved by the end user in more of the manner. So for HIMO 5 mono perk, we are having 540, 525 to 550 watt peak, and bifacial will be 525 to 545 watt peak, which we can deliver you for your projects. Going forward, these are a few details like earlier, why this higher side of the modules are required in the industry. So as you can see, this pyramid, basically not only higher size, but why higher size with higher efficiency module are required, that I'll explain you in these coming slides. So basically it reduces the LCOE, that is the first criteria. Second thing, the module cost itself has been reduced. When we are doing certain R&D and we're going forward with the mass production, the module cost is also reduced. The BOS cost, because your land is being saved, the cables, your installation stuff is getting reduced, the cost of your labors is getting reduced with this higher watt peak of the modules. And also It ensures the more reliability and ensure the applicable compatibility with all the new range of inverters with our modules. So this 182, our HIMO 5 series is based on 182 mm wafer length, which is M10 wafer, which is going to be the standard for LONGi in coming years. So we are trying to reduce the wafer size, and with that, we are increasing our module efficiency and deliver the lowest size of the module with the higher watt peak. The module installation, as you can see, these are the highlighted points what we are delivering with this HIMO 5 series. The product feasibility and the cost will be reduced with these products. The installation will definitely get hampered. It will be the cost of the manual labor is going to reduce drastically with the use of our HIMO 5 series. Apart from that, major point is the module transportation. Nowadays, we have seen every industry was struggling because of the global container shortage, and we were not coming out of it. The prices were hiking like anything, and by then we understood that how much important it is to come up with the thing or come up with the module which can accommodate in a single container as possible as high in terms of the kilowatt. And if you see the system compatibility, our modules are compatible with all the grid-tied inverters, central inverters, and the trackers available in the industry. As we were discussing how we face the problem of the transportation during last few days. In fact, currently also we are struggling to get the container pricing at the good level. So what our team has managed to do is we have increased the capacity of the module, but same time while engineering of this particular thing, we have taken care that the maximum accommodation of the capacity will be adopted inside the single 40 HQ container, because of which we are able to insert maximum number of module in this particular segment, and we can reach the target of at least as high as 330 to 340 kilowatt per container with this type of capacity. So again, going forward, if you can see, these are our double glass bifacial modules. So many a time people are facing the problem that because of the increased capacity power bin, the ampere rating of the inverter is increasing, ampere rating of the module is increasing, which is making the lot of inverters to be incompetent to use these particular technologies. But as you can see, what we have done is we have tried to keep that current level as low as possible, which is even with the bifacial gain, the current which is going to be increased will be less than 15 amperes, making our product much more reliable in terms of the industry standards. As you can see, these are few installation what we have done across the globe, and they have been tested with the TUV and multiple other agencies. What we have able to achieve with our bifacial module in India, we have installed a sample installation which is been tested by the TUV, and we have been able to match or gain the bifacial gain of close to 19.1%, which is very high. So you can imagine with the same field or the same area, we are able to reach as high as 20% of the efficiency. Even it can go increase or reduce also, because there are a lot of parameters which needs to be understood, that what is your albedo, what type of surface we are using. But yes, if we are able to deliver or commit a good type of installation practices, we can get a much more valuation or much more outcome from the same project. Now talking about the degradation, because many a time that people are asking what is the difference between poly and mono, why we should opt mono actually. So this is the main reason that why your in generation of mono will be higher is because the lowest degradation, because of our gallium doping technology, which was patented 3 years back. We have been able to get less than 2% of the degradation in the first year itself when it exposed to the sun. And from second year onwards, mono modules are having degradation of 0.55% per year. At the same time, bifacial module are having the degradation of 0.45% per year, which is the lowest in terms of the industry. And with the help of that, you will be ultimate degradation till the end of 30th year by the monofacial module will be as close as 85%. So this is it. I think this must have given some idea to you. I know it was very fast, But I'm always here and I'll share my contact details so that we can be in touch to discuss more about the technicals. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the valuable insights. But when we were presenting, we did receive two questions from the attendees. So I'll just read out the questions for you. Is there any plan to establish any manufacturing facility in India?
Oh, so see, thank you very much for this question. As we are seeing that BCD is coming closer, so many like speculations are going on in the market. So definitely, Longi has some certain plans, and I think some public information was also passed on some time back. But I cannot give you the firm details. But yes, we can expect this step from the Longi because, as I told you, last year it was 1.5 gigawatt supplies in India. This year, within the first quarter, we have already passed one gigawatt of the mark in India itself. So Indian market is very much close to us, and we are definitely trying to come up as soon as possible. So you can consider this hint as yes, we will come.
Very good to hear that, sir. So here's the one more question for you. What is your view in monoperk and poly pricing for 2021?
Sorry, can you come up again?
What is your view in monoperk and poly pricing for 2021?
See, for the pricing, first, there are a lot of factors which are impacting because all we are sitting here, all the gracious panel, I can see everyone knows what has happened since last 6 to 8 months. Our see, every industry is based on entire ecosystem. We are manufacturing module, but for the same thing, every manufacturer is dependent upon the raw material supplies available in the industry. So as we all know, polysilicon prices has increased like anything. Apart from that, everybody is understanding that glass prices increased almost as high as 80% of its actual value, which was there back then in the year of 2020 or maybe May, June 2020. And also the silver paste, what we used, that is also been increased. So all the factors are really problematic in terms of the manufacturer because we are trying to absorb that pain from whatever is coming from the raw material supply, but it cannot be completely absorbed by the company. So it is being passed on to the client. So as you were asking, what can be the price trend? So I would say that whatever pricing now you are hearing from the market, that will retain on the same side, or it will be more of a flat, or in fact, you can see a slight upward as well. So this year, please tighten your seat belts for the slightly higher pricing. And all my EPC friends try to give high prices while you're quoting, otherwise it's going to be difficult. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. We will take up more questions after the panel discussion one. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
With this, we will proceed ahead with our next techno-commercial presentation by Mr. K.N. Srivatsa, who is the Country Managing Director from Simmer India. Over to you, sir.
The presentation will be shared by Ajaz, or I have to do?
Sir, Ajaz will share it.
Okay, yeah.
Can I request my team to kindly share the presentation?
By the time he does, I only hope, the point that my colleague Rohan left, I only hope the inverter manufacturers also say the same thing. And, the price, the prices, what we are seeing in the inverter is actually the reverse trend, which is making really, really difficult.
Srivatsa, sir, if you could please lower your camera a little.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
The screen is all yours.
Good. So, good afternoon, friends, from colleagues from the industry, and also the viewers. I'm going to present the new FEMA. I'm saying this as a new FEMA because we are now well integrated the previous Power One and ABB into FEMA, and we have become one company globally. So the post-merger integration has been very good, and now we are one company globally. So that's why I'm saying this as the new FEMA. Okay, if you could change the next slide, please. So as you can see here, we started off this company in 1942 as FEMA. It was established in Italy. You can see we have progressed, over the years, developing several new things. In 1983, FEMA developed the first, inverter technology worldwide, and you can also see the Power One, developing from US in 1969 and also in Italy. So in 2020, last year, to cut the whole story short, FEMA acquired ABB's business globally, the complete solar inverter business, including the ones which are coming from Power One. So now our DNA and our values are the same because all of us, including myself, have been coming from ABB. The whole team, the product, technology, everyone, they moved over from ABB. The DNA remains the same. The ABB's inverter business has been well integrated. It has made FEMA even more stronger than before to deliver value to our customers. Okay, if I could go to the next slide, please. As you can see, FEMA is a true international player in terms of in the solar inverter technology. Over 90% of our business is coming from solar, which means our focus remains heavily solar focused. We are operating in more than 100 countries. We are close to our customers, taking care of understanding and satisfying their needs. We have a direct presence in 25 countries, geographical distribution in over 100 countries. We have more than 1,100 employees worldwide. We have 12 repair centers in 5 continents. We have 3 production sites, 2 in Italy, 1 in India. We have 3 R&D centers, 2 in Italy, 1 in India. We have an inverter base of more than 50 gigawatt globally. That's the FEMA footprint in a short. If you could go to the next slide. In India also, we have a very strong presence. Probably, coming from ABB, we would be the oldest inverter supplier in India. We have been present here for last 11 years. The first project we did in India was done by us. We have a very strong presence here, as you can see. We have branches all over India. We have service centers all over the India located. You can see the pins on the India map where our installed base are well spread. We have more than 11 gigawatt in operation in approximately 5,000 site locations, managing more than 25% of the installed base in India for central inverter globally, which means India is a very, very key market for FEMA. We have a very huge importance being attached to this market globally. The very good important thing to notice here is, when the investors or the developers invest money into solar, the one key thing is to maintain a very good uptime so that they don't lose the solar revenue. The average uptime that we have been giving to our customers on an installed base of 11 gigawatt is more than 99.8%. This goes a long way to prove that our customers are not losing any sunny day or a sunny hour on account of non-availability of the inverter. Okay, this guarantees that our service network is well spread. The turnaround time you can see here on the weekdays is less than 4 hours. In the weekends and even holidays, we are able to do less than 24 hours, which gives a huge confidence to our customers to make sure that they don't lose anything when it comes to their investment. If I can go to the next slide. In Gujarat itself, we have a very good presence. We have installed base of more than 250 megawatt of central inverters. Mr. Anil Singh, I will come to your question in the next slide. The question is answered in the next slide. We have more than 100 megawatt of string inverter installed. We are right now executing more than 20 megawatt with our previous 175 utility scale string inverters for the new scheme that was given by the government, announced by the government for 500 kilowatt plus for the private PPA. We are also executing Sun Temple project, which is one of the largest battery energy storage project in India for Modera. It's with 6 megawatt hour battery storage. We are going to supply that battery converters as well. We have an office in Ahmedabad with spare parts availability in the Ahmedabad, Rajkot and Vadodara to cover the entire Gujarat in a good way. We have dedicated channel partners, more than 5 located in Ahmedabad, Rajkot and Vadodara. So this guarantees that the installers or the investors are guaranteed of the quick uptime and the quick turnaround time for their install base in Gujarat. If I can go to the next slide. The right business setup to serve, as I said in the first slide, as a new FEMA, we have advanced solutions coming, which makes sure that we have the right speed into the market with a global footprint. with very specific solar focus. It's not, one of the products is solar. It's our key focus is solar, which means, our DNA remains to understand the market, understand the customer requirement, because this industry is very, very special with reliable quality and the flexibility to serve our customer. So this mix makes sure that, our customers are kept satisfied right from providing our solutions to make sure that, they get a quite quality product with utmost flexibility from our organization. Next slide, please. As you can see, if the macro electricity system, the bigger picture, the lines in yellow are transmission lines, in the dotted lines are in the distribution. You can see here the energy flow that's coming, distributed generation with storage and DVI is going to be the game changer in the near future, or it's already started, if not in the future. You can see here electric vehicle, energy storage, residential segment, utility, both in terms of wind and solar. Also, transmission coming through energy storage solution, and commercial buildings, energy storage in commercial buildings, microgrid solution, residential, all these kind of the mix of electricity solution in all the aspects of the business, whether it is utility scale or residential or C&I, is going to change the picture, a demography of our power flow in a big way going forward. Next slide, please. What we have to offer for this market is, as you can see, we have solution ranging from 1 kilowatt all the way going up to megawatts of solution. We have good solution coming right from residential, C&I, utility, microgrids, and rural solution. We have a working good reference install base available for these use cases also in India. Next slide, please. To also answer one, Mr. Anil Singh, I was asking a question, what is the product range we have? We have a residential inverter starting from 1.2 kilowatt, going all the way up to, the largest inverter in the world, which is 5 megawatt. As you can see here, PVS 980, that is the largest inverter available in the world today, installed, working well. We also have microgrid solution. You can see here MGS 100 to meet the residential and the battery energy storage requirements. We have state-of-the-art new inverters that were launched recently, PVS 1033. It is in a monolithic design. The new inverter, high-efficient inverters coming in. We have PVS 5060 C&I, 100, 120 kilowatt, and also 175 for utility scale. React 2 is I would say it's like a BMW of the solar residential solution. It has a beautiful inverter coupled with the lithium-ion battery, offering a very high connectivity in terms of flexibility in terms of operation, ease of operation, and so on. We have very well proven 2 megawatt inverter installed close to 2 gigawatts in India. We have 5 megawatt inverter having installed more than 200 megawatt plus in India. We also have a compact skid solution where everything gets bundled and offered to our customers so that the turnaround time gets shorter. We have residential inverter solution. We have installed hundreds of these in India into rural electrification segment on the eastern part of India. This is the whole range that we have, starting from 1 kilowatt up to 5 megawatt, offering the gamut of all solutions covering residential, C&I, energy storage, and also large scale utility projects. If I can go to the next slide, please. Also, we have very good EV portfolio, electric vehicle charging infrastructure. Many of you know several EVs are coming into India. It's become a big talk of the town. So solution charging infrastructures are being established all around India. We have very nice solution coming from AC wall box from 3.7 kilowatt up to 22 kilowatt, going all the way up to up to 150 kilowatt in the Electra DC station. So we have a whole range of solution available. Our customers could be very happy to use this nice solution coming from FEMA stable. Next slide, please. Some of the use cases in Gujarat, as you can see, the pride of Gujarat, the Statue of Unity, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel site has our 1.3 megawatt install base done by our very dear EPC Topson. This was installed in 2020. by using our PVS 100 and PVS 50 products. You can see the install base here, very close to Sardar's statue here in Gujarat. If I can go to the next slide. Also, we have 1.7 megawatt 2020. It was installed by using our utility scale inverter with 1500 volt DC technology PVS 175. It is done for, again, our very good, very dear EPC Madhav Technologies. You can see the pictures from the site, installed and working well since last 1 year. If I can go to the next slide. We also have done, it's a pride of India, canal top project. We have executed 21 megawatt of canal top solution project for Sardar Sarovar canal. It was commissioned as back, old as 2014. It's been working very satisfactorily for the last 7 years. This has been the footprint, very famous footprint for the solar industry worldwide by using our 1 megawatt central inverter solution here. If you can go to the next slide. I think this is the end that I have. So what I want to say is that, we have the right product and right solution offered with a great degree of flexibility and state-of-the-art technology. We have very strong presence in Gujarat, which ensures that our customers are well served, are well attended to. We are available with all my team anytime for answering your queries, and we'll be happy to serve you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the valuable insights. We will take up the questions a little later after the panel discussion one.
Perfect. Perfect.
We will proceed ahead with our first panel discussion on utility solar projects, trends, challenges, and opportunities in new era. Session experts who have joined us today are Mr. Subramaniam Pulipaka, who is the CEO from National Solar Energy Federation of India. He will also be moderating today's session. Ms. Tanya Singhal, who is the founder and director from SolarRise. Mr. Anil Singh, who is the Chief Project Execution, Large Projects from Tata Power. Mr. K.N. Srivatsa, who is the Country Managing Director from Simmer India. Mr. Rohan Shelar, who is the Deputy Manager from Longi Solar. And Mr. Abhishek Tulsian, who is the Head Procurement from Juniper Green Energy. I would like to hand over the session to Subramaniam sir to take the discussions forward with other speakers. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sangeeta and SolarQuarter team. I'm very happy to be with all of you today. I'm sure all of us will agree that these are very testing times, and I'm sure we will see the other side of this pandemic sooner rather than later. I hope and wish all of you are staying safe and keeping healthy. Today we have a very interesting set of panelists to talk about an interesting aspect, coincidentally about an interesting state in our country. Gujarat has been at the forefront of renewable energy proliferation in India. If you want to trace back our NSEFI's roots, in fact, before NSEFI started, our chairman started the Solar Energy Association of Gujarat back in 2010. So in one sense, we evolved from Solar Energy Association of Gujarat. And it makes sense that the growth or the proliferation of solar in the country started from Gujarat. However, over the last 4 to 5 years, or especially over the last 2 years, we have been seeing an increasing trend of challenges, be it with related to land, policy perspective, and not so far away in the nearest past, where we also saw cancellation of LOS by Gujarat. To some extent, the trend is worrisome. On other hand, while it is optimistic to talk about falling prices, where Gujarat discovered 1.99, it also remains to be seen how the upcoming projects, if the tariffs are higher, will be treated. Mr. Shelar mentioned or sort of warned us before to tighten our seat belts, because the prices are not going to be falling down, instead they will be going up. And how this trend can be accommodated by already not so patient utilities who want sub 2 rupee tariff is something that remains to be seen. With this context, I think we can start today's discussion. I am very happy we have a very balanced composition of the developers, manufacturers, and system integrators. And I hope we will have a very good session today. Without much ado, I would first request, I will go with the order mentioned in the agenda. And I would like to request Ms. Tanya Singhal, who is the founder and director of Solar Arise, to put forward her views and insights. Over to you.
Thank you, Subramaniam, and hope everybody is staying safe. We are meeting today in very dire circumstances, and I hope that we see the light at the end of the day very, very soon. So quickly about myself, I'm Tanya. I'm the founder of Solar Arise. At Solar Arise, we build large-scale utility projects. So, I'm one of those developers that Rohan just mentioned, trying to get that 1.99 rupee tariff. We've built projects across India, and it's interesting that one of my first projects that I built in 2010 was actually in the state of Gujarat, the pioneer project with a two-tiered tariff structure of 15 rupees and 5 rupees, which was thought through as a very innovative step, thinking how tariffs will come down at that time. That shows the vision with which we started. Anyway, so just summing this together, let's look at the situation we are today in first. As grid solar, today about 83 gigawatts of grid solar is there on the ground. When I say on the ground, 37 gigawatts is commissioned and almost 46 gigawatt is in pipeline, which is auctioned or in construction. That is huge. Last year we had 5 times solar than what we had on the amount of coal that was installed. So now we're no longer talking of solar as a CSR solution. It has established ourselves that we are a mainstream solution. We are here to stay. We are here to develop. We are here to build. And this is the new phase of which India will work. That is coupled with the fact that the pricing and the payment security is inbuilt in what we are offering. But with all of that, what do we developers want? So the question that I was asked is, what is the developer's perspective? What does a developer want? Well, for me, the mandate is simple. I want to build projects which not just generate power, but also generate returns for the investors on a sustainable basis. And to do that, we need 2 things today. That's it. We need 2 things. First, we need clarity. We need clarity on policy. It's been great that the government has been very kind and has given clarity on what happens on BCD. If I buy from Longi today, vis-a-vis if I buy in 6 months, what will happen? I can price that in my number. I can use what technology I want to use. I can price that in and I can go it. But unfortunately, sometimes that clarity gets slightly skewed. For example, the recent ALMM request to say that only procurement will happen, even in projects that happen in the Gujarat state, will only be from the ALMM list, is something that leaves us without clarity. Because like we asked Rohan, are you putting a factory here? His answer was, yes, shortly. That is not clarity, right? It is not on the LMM list. I don't know what to bid in, what to price in my assumptions when I go in. Once we know that, we are, the industry is ready to absorb 50 paisa, 70 paisa impact. You are selling power at 2 rupees, you sell power at 2.7. Because we've been buying coal power at 4.5 rupees for ages. Let's be clear as a fact, India is all geared to be self-inclusive. Indian modules are all good. International players setting up factories are amazing. As developers, all we want is clarity, right? There can be pros, there can be cons of a policy. That is fine. But let's be clear. Let's put a peg in the ground. This is what policy is. You have BCD, this is what it is. You have LMM, this is what it is. But don't leave it uncertain. Don't leave it for developers to guess, because that's where the issue comes. The second point, what we want sanctity of contracts. If I bid and we put loads of money intent behind it, we want that contract to stay. Gujarat, as an example, has been the pioneer government. You started with 15 and 5 structure. Nobody thought about it then. We can't start second guessing, go back and get away with the sanctity of contract. That just changes the whole confidence of anything. So, as a developer, if you give me those two things, you give me clarity on policy that I can price in my numbers, and you give me sanctity of contract, boss, I can assure you, I am here to build gigawatts of plants. You will wait, you will switch the power on in your home, and it will be coming from my plant. And that is the surety with we as developers can say. Whatever technology, bifacial. Ran of Kutch is an amazing area to put in bifacial this thing. The albedo is high. You can do loads of things. But I need that clarity and the sanctity of contract. As a developer, if I get those two, we are set. And we are waiting not just for hundreds of gigawatts, we are waiting for 300, 400 gigawatts of solar being installed very soon. That's what I have. Any questions? We'll be happy to take over at the end.
Thank you very much for pointing out the two important points. In fact, policy certainty and sort of respecting the contracts which are sacrosanct in the eyes of law is something that is the bare minimum that we can ask as an industry. And especially you rightly mentioned, Gujarat being a pioneer state, one does not generally expect Gujarat to do anything of that kind. However, of late, Gujarat is setting a very good, or rather a very bad precedent on doing these kind of things. But it's a very valid point you rightly mentioned. And I think this sets the ball rolling for a very good discussion. And I would now request my next speaker, again, developer, Mr. Anil Singh, who is the national head for large projects at Tata Power Solar, to present his views and perspective on the Gujarat scenario. Mr. Anil Singh, can you hear us? Hello.
So, Priyaji, while Anil joins, I will take a leave and I'll see you guys in the chat.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining and sharing your insight with us. I think the SolarQuarter team might try contacting Mr. Anil and see whether he's able.
I'll just get back to him.
In the meantime, I will proceed with my next speaker. Now, I will pose the question to another developer before I go to manufacturers, because I have different questions I want to ask them. We have Mr. Abhishek Tulsian from Juniper Green Energy. He is the head of procurement, and from what I know, Juniper is also a large-scale developer. Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I would like to hear your views on today's discussion topic.
Yeah, thank you, SolarQuarter, for this creating this platform in this difficult time. The scenario in the whole country is very difficult, but it's good initiative by SolarQuarter to give us a chance to share our views and share the current situation in the industry. I've been associated with solar industry since last 11 years, and Juniper is developing a lot of projects in Gujarat. Last year, in COVID situation, we commissioned 120 megawatt project in Gujarat. And this year also, again, we have a task, and we are trying to commission 190 megawatt project. And I've been associated since last 10, 11 years, but complete scenario is very different as of now. Be it you call policy, you call module pricing, you call inverter pricing, not inverter pricing, you call taxation, you call metal pricing, and you call metal price trends. firstly, I will come to modules. Module is around 60 to 70% cost of any EPC project or any project which we execute. In module, there is, as Mr. Rohan said, new technology came up and industry shifted from polycrystalline to monoper. And this whole transition happened between 2019 and 2020. And now there are a lot of choices in module. There are very different cell sizes which are there in the market as of now. There is 160 mm cell size module. There is 182 mm cell size module. There is 210 mm cell size module. And all these modules are having very different, slightly different dimensions, sizes, and they have different voltage and current levels. So what I am trying to say, earlier there was not much of a difference, and you can easily design your plant during the initial days once you get your project. But now this scenario has completely changed. Now you need to focus with which kind of technology you want to use. As in Long's presentation, Mr. Rohan was saying, we have reduced the container freight and we are accommodating more number of modules. But equally, that is impacting your plant layout, your plant design. So this is the first challenge with module. Second challenge is the pricing. If you see the price trends between 2020 Q4 and till yet, price trends are constantly increasing. They are going up. Earlier, there was a reason was shortage of glass, and glass pricing was increasing. This was again one of the factor due to change in module sizing. The lot of different type of modules were available, and glass was not available for that size. And again, in 2021, when we check with our suppliers and we ask for the pricing, there are a lot of different reasons we are getting. One reason is polysilicon pricing, which is increasing. So all these years, what I felt is Chinese market is totally dependent on supply-demand gap. If there is a supply-demand gap and demand is more, price will go up. And if there are inventories in China and demand is not up to the mark to that inventory, the price should come down logically. And this I have seen trend. This trend I have been monitoring since last 7-8 years very closely, because in every project module is a very important component. In third factor in module is the duty regime which is there. Now you have a safeguard duty which is there till July, and post July till March there is an open window where there is a no duty. And post March, that is beginning April, there is a 40% BCD on module and 25% BCD on cells. So again, this creates a disbalance, you can say. People are trying to find out which is the best time, which is the good window, what is the price. And means you cannot plan on your own. You have to see the complete market, analyze the complete situation, and then make your business plan. Fourth factor is ALMM, which has come, which my fellow speaker was talking. So this gives further, means there is no visibility if whether whatever is there, that it seems the suppliers who are not there in ALMM won't be further considered as of now, what I have understood. So these all factors need to be clarified, and if you are planning to bid for a new project, the project timeline is 18 months. It is difficult to put a module pricing. What you feel will be the pricing at the time. Suppose 18 months is the PPA time, you will be importing modules around 12 months, 13 months, 14 months from now. So what PPA pricing to consider for module is a question. Second commodity I will come is inverter. inverter also, there is a change. With this changing module technology, there is a bottleneck on inverter selection also. Some modules with 210 mm, only very limited inverters will work due to different current and voltage. With others, other will work. And there is a custom duty on inverters also. Earlier, BCD was 5%, it has been increased to 20%. So you need to be careful while selecting inverters, what kind of inverters you want to select, whether your BCD is there pass-through in your PP or not. If it is a pass-through, there are Indian manufacturers also, which is good to buy. You need to do a price analysis, whether buy it from Indian manufacturer or import it from Chinese manufacturer and pay the BCD, or just buy for Indian manufacturer with a slightly higher price and just pay the GST. Third point is deliveries of your electrical equipments has become critical due to change in copper pricing. Copper pricing is increasing rapidly since last 1 year. And in last 1 year, I feel copper pricing has gone up around 70%. And it is going up as of now also. So whatever electrical equipment you procure, you need to either go with a variable rate contract, or your supplier will ask for a higher price because copper is increasing. He will say, since the copper is increasing, I will consider that as a factor and I will take that into account, or agree with a variable price. So you cannot ascertain your cost. Fourth factor is steel price increase. Steel is also increasing worldwide. And there is a gap in supply demand. And in India, they are very limited raw material supplier with high timelines, and they are asking for advances. So whole this scenario is very difficult currently, and plus COVID situation has made it more difficult. So we need to strategize it out, keeping all these factors in mind. What kind of budget you are making and how you want to execute, and keeping all your IRRs into mind, you need to work it out and find out the best way. This is all I wanted to say. Any questions?
Mr. Abhishek, it is in fact a matter of worry on how the prices are increasing. And as a federation, we have been writing to the ministry, both our own ministry and steel ministry also. And like you mentioned, the entire supply chain, starting from the silicon to wafers, ingot, cells, and module, which also forms a major component of solar modules, and also forms a major cost component of projects, is hanging in a balance since last 7-8 months, and more in last 4 months in this quarter. And of course, steel prices, we are not the only industry that is suffering because of that.
Right. The other problem is very limited suppliers are there.
Yes.
Even it with increased price, you are not sure when you will get deliveries without putting in advance. The government with this
went to the minister, and the minister himself wrote to the steel minister. So Gadkari wrote a letter to the steel minister saying that these are problems you understand. So the points you have mentioned are very pertinent, and I think it is high time we take cognizance of those things. Thank you very much for sharing your
Thank you.
view.
Thank you.
I would now request Mr. Anil Singh is back. We are very happy to have him. Mr. Anil Singh, who is the national head large projects for Tata Power Solar. I would request him to share his views and insights on the topic.
Yeah, good afternoon, and I'll wish for safety of everybody, your near and dear ones, yourself. I'm audible now to you all. Thank you very much. So I have to been echoing what my fellow colleague, the speakers has shared. I'm a shoe per se, means as a developer into a developer as well as an EPC space also, right? And we are the #1 in EPC for the utility scale projects, and there are serious issues related to the policy which we are also been facing and need to be sorted out, because the way we have been having a target of a country target as far as to grow into the renewable space. To meet that target, there has to be firmness as far as the policy is concerned, and the the succeeding policy will not be override the preceding one when the project was being quoted or bidded, right? It has to be from that day onwards, and there has to be an understanding about the shoe size and the tightness of the shoe of all the developer side and EPC players as far as in this market is concerned. This business is the, if I had been doing some analytics on the last 5 years, right? The module price was going down, and very interestingly, you see, the last 2 years, there is a sharp increase in the taxes and duty side of it, which ultimately been coming to a cost of the project itself, the developer side, right? And EPC side, the serious issues is that the tariff has been going down, AC/DC ratio is going up, then geopolitical issues are coming into that. So viability to keeping, and as far as in the recent past in the Gujarat, in particular in the context of a Gujarat is the state where everybody having so much of a confidence to build that and put the money over there. Because of that, there is the farm, there is nothing is of the any nature of is not going to happen, which will be erode or will be exposed. Right? Recent past, there was incidences happen as far as some solar park, the bid war being cancelled, some issues and happen. It has been a serious issue. There are a lot of projects are on hold today in Gujarat of a rooftop space related, because the policy has been formed and the preceding policy when the project was taken up, it was different, and today is different, and there is no clarity. Everybody been in a doldrum what to do or not to do. They have been requesting 4 months to commission those all projects. Nothing is happening in that space. And more importantly, one has to understand another issue, and the point was there. It is solar. This standalone solar. There is a huge market per se and potentials to grow into a rooftop solar. Rooftop standalone will not be a viable solution. Rooftop with the storage, with the EV solutions, that becomes very, very good solutions, and it will be a viable solutions from the customer perspective. Lot of advocacies, lot of the clarity required at a customers. There are schemes. There are a scheme at down the line. The scheme is not known to the end customer. That's very unfortunate part of it. If he is aware of that, what kind of a benefit he is going to reap over the period of a time, then there is no issues per se. I'm personally feeling, being in this industry quite a long time. So the rooftop with storage with EV solution is a DISCOM has a benefit onto that, because the way they are been having a net metering system, the basis power reliability, it is there. Customer is benefited. It is a win-win solutions for all the participant. And Gujarat is the one state where that has been a viable solution. Leave apart the Tamil Nadu and Andhra, where it has not yet come to that particular range where it becomes a viable solutions over there, and it is required. So as an EPC perspective, there are the 3 pointers was been there. The renewable energy sector, India as a good innovative solutions. Yes, we as a Tata Power Solar has been so much of innovative to fight it out, all that, even the project of 2 rupee tariff, I'm doing that part as a organization we are doing, but because we need to make the pace with the technology changes, that is fine. Find the innovative solutions to compete that, reduce your BOS cost and the civil cost or the services cost, and the supply cost has been gone exponentially high in terms of the steel price, as my the fellow just before me been sharing, and the module price has been making unviable per se, but taking a innovative solutions by facial with reflective foundations will be the solutions. There are the terrain which is specific where nobody wants to bid, and there are the places where the land is available, but land has its own issues as far as making that plant is concerned. So there has to be a policy, some incentive has to be given for the developer, for the EPCs. Yes, you will come forward and develop these areas. Likewise at Khavda, there is a huge potential. It is there because that land is of no use per se. The Dholera is one of them, Radhanesha is one of them. And we have been built so many projects in such a terrains. Yes, there is a capability. Then the quality product has to be delivered on a competitive price, which means first time right, it has to be there. There has to be a lot of industry wise, I'm saying the standardization has to come in a place so that things will be the re-engineering cost will not be there. then the experience curve becomes so robust that it will not require your trainings and all that stuff. So it will reduce your cost, because competitiveness and the tariff, because of the tariff, has been put into the thought has now the people has to think about that, how I can be, or the plant solar renewable space can become more competitive. And the other part is retrofit energy storage with existing project. That is very much economical and viable solutions per se it is concerned. So these are the few things which government has to look into the policy, support, incentives, communications down the lines, and the hand holding very tightly to the developer side as well as an EPC player side. It makes things very much viable. There is no doubt at all on as far as Gujarat state is concerned, which is the state people have a blind faith in them, but few incidents and shaken their confidence per se. So that is where it is required, and the robustness on the ground. Today, has to be a good policy is there, but enforcement is so weak. People are being getting exposed once they are being going into the solar park I'm talking about. So that part, and in particular Gujarat I'm talking about, there is the network, power evacuation systems is not ready. It means that one organization is not talking to other, and not holistic picture is somewhere is missing. Plant is ready, putting after 2,000 crores of a money over there, now waiting when the evacuation system will be in place. It means what? It is a serious gaps in the various organizations of a government side. Then there is the issues or the certain the other developer, park developer being in government organization, they had to take a pattern in their hands and take that responsibility. Yes, somebody has been putting so much of the tons and tons money over there. So they had to support that. The support system is either very weak or missing per se. I have that doubt because I'm directly dealing with that kind of it. And day in, day out, I've been facing that issues. So there is a lot of things. The community, as far as community development is concerned, all these projects need to, the community has to be being participative in these projects, and that start from policy in itself, right? It is left to the developer. So it is not all about the developer can do anything and everything, and the making a policy, it's enforcement, right policy in right place in right time. So that is what it is my views, and I have a serious the concern on that part. Unless holistic things, the complete program will not be reviewed in a holistic manner, right from the site selections, neighbors over there, all environmental the issues are there, and it is goes up to the central government, up to all those MNRE or the Ministry of Power and all those bodies. SECI formation of any individual organizations or a body will not serve the purpose. Purpose is integrations, how they are talking, and well-knit the system is required, which is in between so many the interruptions, things are not being getting resolved in time. So before the first speaker, because I used to be at point in time to Solarize, I did one of their plant which was in EPC basis. So I know them and their pain areas, and being me as that space also, I know my pain area. So that is what my views as far as this part is concerned. It is viable. As far as one of the agenda item was the solar, rooftop solar along with the storage plus along with the EV. It is very much day of the demand today, that one has to think with policies that communicated. Second, as far as the innovation in this particular field, innovation as the engineering organizations or as the EPC side, we keep on doing it. It is not that one project has built and we're being cut copy and paste. No, we have been doing engineering customized manner for each. And we did it in S-Dikes, the first plant we did it. We are doing the largest, the floating plant also we are doing. We are doing in all sort of the terrain conditions, but there are always an innovations in each plant, because it has to be viewed very different angle and customized to that particular. So that is where it is required. So that's it from my side. I think that is all. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity and sharing my views.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anil. You have echoed a very important point, which is about a holistic approach and interdepartmental coordination. And very often that is something that we recognize is the main impediment for the delay or for the problems on the ground. While the intent of the policy might be good, the implementation part might is something that needs to be taken care of. And your message is well received. Thank you very much for your insights. Now, I think we have another 10 to 15 minutes more for our session, and I will shift the focus to the manufacturers. Very incidentally or fortunately, we have both module and inverter manufacturer here. Module is the main component of the any solar plant, and inverter, as they say, is the heart of solar plant. So now we have both of them here, and I would like to hear from them on the kind of challenges or opportunities they are looking, especially from the Gujarat perspective. First, I would like to start with Mr. Srivatsa KN from Fiber India. Sir, all yours.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for everyone, and also Sangeeta for giving us this opportunity. Now, as I hear from module manufacturer and the developers, all costs are going up. Wish I was actually a transformer manufacturer instead of an inverter manufacturer, because transformer manufacturer goes and says, I want EMA PVC, prices are going up. Today, LME is $10,000, copper, $2,500 in aluminum. But unfortunately, as you rightly said, sir, inverter is the heart of the plant. The inverter brings life to the solar plant actually, because that's the very, very key element. If inverter is down, the whole plant is down. Unfortunately, everyone, all costs are going up. Module is going up, transformer is going up, cable is going up, structure is going up, but they want all the compensation to happen from inverter actually. So the inverter manufacturer is actually the highest stressed, the value chain provider in the whole system. Every cost is going up. The silicon prices goes up, so module prices goes up. But the same silicon we use in inverter, but the inverter price should go down. So which is actually very, very unfair. With all this, we through Solar National Solar Federation, through yourself, Mr. Subramanian, we approached government. We did. It's a very, very welcome move that government put a 20% customs duty. I would have been very happy if it was 40%. Because that's why we bring in a level playing field, because it's been very, very unfair. I can tell you, I have the dubious distinction of selling the first megawatt in India in 1 crore rupee per megawatt, and even today we are in 10 years down the road, we are not able to sell inverter even at 10 lakhs per megawatt. Everyone is bleeding, no one is happy. Whatever price we give, this is not enough, because all the price increases that happens on the other components, the compensation expected from the inverter, which contributes less than 2 to 3% of the whole project value. So this is from the manufacturing. So what I would expect government also, last time I spoke, is they should also bring in production linked incentive for the true manufacturers in India. Not just a hogwash, I bring in so many components from elsewhere, I just do the assembly and testing. So I need production linked incentive. I would request government rather to give a production linked incentive for local content more than 60-70%. Okay, put a rider, say, okay, this is the local content, this is a production linked incentive, which develops, the technology locally. That's one thing which I expect. Second thing is, I also urge all the developers and the EPCs to choose the inverter very, very diligently. The problem that is happening today is the solar is a very typical. We have been, as a government of India, as Indian people, we have been running power sector more efficiently than last 7 decades. This has been the most challenging. If you don't believe, you go to Burra Bazaar in Calcutta, you see the way cable is drawn, you will know how efficient our systems are. So we have been driving this energy value chain for so long very efficiently. But the problem is, it's also not a proper reciprocation also from the solar developer side. On one side, everyone expects government to be 100% transparent, whereas on the other side, I do what I want. Till the last minute, I keep everything opaque. Government, you be honest in everything what you do. I will go everything as per the price to improve because it's financial engineering. Solar industry has become financial engineering at the end of the day. So now what they do is they will leave 3-4 months for the project execution to come. Then they expect government to give all kinds of support, single window clearance, XYZ, blah, blah, everything. But they will go for the cheapest of the equipment that's available. What is happening today is they are not looking at, when we talk of LCOE, the real thought process of LCOE is not getting into the mind of manufacturers and the developers. They are just looking at the capex. Okay, today, okay, 100 rupee I'm investing, I'm saving, putting the project in 98 rupees. What happens to the plant 2 years down the road? I couldn't care less, because it's the government's problem later. This is the approach which everyone is taking. So in my opinion, industry has to sit back, analyze at the highest level, and put their thought process in a very clear way. What is good for us? We are not thinking what is good for us. Let government do everything. Give PLI, give reduction, give VCD reduction, give pass on through, grandfathering, every kind of policy benefits developers and everybody want. But when it comes to implementing, I will do what I like. Government, you give policy. Giving implementation, you leave it in whatever kind of, any technology I use. It could be as heavily cost driven. I don't worry about technology, but at the end of the day, I must make money. This approach, which is being taken from several developers, is not going to help. There has to be certain sanity that brings in to say, this is the technology I use, which is well advanced. These are the benefits that is coming. Discuss transparently with the government. I think government is doing very well in terms of, I have not seen this kind of policies anywhere else. We have seen in US. I've been working very closely with developers in US, Japan, China. We don't know what happens there because it's very opaque. Other than that, everywhere else, we know what happens. Indian government policies has been very, very customer friendly. Rather, we are customers to government of India. Very, very customer friendly when it comes to promoting. You can't do more than this. 175 gigawatt in 2020, the government promised 5 years ago. It's happening. Okay, there are challenges. In a democracy like this, challenges are expected. So in spite of all that, if something is happening, I think we should give full credit to government for supporting it. We should ask for more. I agree. Yes, we are never satisfied. But at the end of the day, the onus also lies on the developers and the EPCs to make sure that they support government also in a good way. It cannot be a win-lose situation. It has to be a win-win situation for everybody. Then only industry survives. Otherwise, industry will collapse if you go only after the cost and the profitability. That's my view. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shivasaji. It is important to note the point that you made. It is pertinent to look at solar as energy engineering than financial engineering.
Absolutely.
And I know we had a meeting with inverter stakeholders. We have organized that as a federation with the ministry, and there also you have similarly raised this point. And I think it is a high time that behavioral change should come from
absolutely.
the side.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your views. Now, to serve poetic justice, we started this session with Mr. Rohan, and I think there can be no better way to end this session with other than someone who is not him. So I would now request him to kindly share perspective from the manufacturer's perspective of modules.
So first of all, I really thank you for keeping me last, because I was wondering from how many people I'm going to feel the hate. So entire panel I have seen that every wrath is coming to this module manufacturing industry. See, and thank you for keeping me last actually. See, because of this, I can understand now that what people are feeling or what they are going through. But same time, everyone is telling that the price is increasing, prices increasing. See, when India started with the solar, I think around 12, 13 years back, when it was new, even a 100 megawatt project was a big thing in 2010. Today, our PM has inaugurated for the 30 gigawatt of the project in the Kutch. So by then, the prices of module were around 55 or 60 rupees per watt peak. And today, when we are talking about the module prices, it are somewhere in the range of maybe 20, 22, 23, depending upon the different technologies. So first of all, prices are not increasing. Prices are increasing because of the certain issue. That's what we all need to understand. It's not that since last many years, prices are only increasing. It's only increasing since last almost 6 to 8 months. And every one of us know that we have been struggling because of the COVID. It's not only module, but entire different balance of system. If we see, as Abhishek sir told, that the copper prices are increased, the balance of system, the cable price increased. So this pandemic has hit everything. It's not only the module industry, which is trying to gain the benefit out of the developers or out of the any other stuff. But as I earlier told you, that why the prices increase is because of the basic ecosystem. See, everyone is dependent. like Srivatsa sir told that the silicon prices increase, though the inverter prices not increase. So see, sir, we need to see the quantum as well, how much it is being used inside the module actually. So depending upon that, variations can be taken into consideration. At the same time, thank you for telling everyone that what is the best or what is the best technology, why you should use the better technology. Because I know FEMA is a very much a well-known brand. At the same time, Longi is presenting ourselves globally as the leading manufacturer and leading R&D provider for the mono technology. When it was 1% of the global was using mono, till that time we incept with mono, and today almost 90% of the people are going ahead with that mono technology. So for getting the good product, we also need to see that certain pricing thing, or we that will definitely pinch our pocket. But ultimately in the longer run, because every time we discuss about the solar, we say it's for the 25 year. But do we, everybody is agreed that with this lower pricing, we are going to sustain for the 25 year? It's not possible to prepare or manufacture a product which can last for those 25 years. We have to come up with the better technology and better solution, which definitely I would say from Longi we will deliver to our clients. Then again, as we are saying that, yes, first of all, we need to appreciate our government that whatever goals we are setting, we are at least see those are not goals which we can dream of. They are actually like 175 gigawatt 2020. It's a kind of, we can see it's in front of our eyes, and we can achieve it with the help of all these ecosystem. And 2030, we might achieve our 450 gigawatt also with the efforts what government of putting in. Tanya ji said about the policy clarity. So definitely that is needed, because many a time we have seen that first list of LMM where we are worried. Though as in supplier, we have applied for it long back along with all the documentation, but still it's taking slight time. Obviously because of COVID, I think it's getting delayed. So we need to think upon from all the broader perspective, or if we see the broader picture, I think this year definitely because of COVID and all those stuff, we are seeing a problematic situation where prices are going only up and up. But again, there will be a time when it will go to the stagnant, and again, not exactly the declining trend we see from longer duration will come. But yes, it will be a kind of a thing that price will decline, but as per the value for money basis. The product price will decrease, because see, there is no end for the reverse auctioning. We saw 3 rupees, 10, 15 rupees when Tanya said in long back in 2010, and today it's 1.99. So price is decreasing over there also. So that trend, to match that trend, actually, I think we have to stop somewhere when we have to utilize the better product, and we have to upscale our prices in that time also. So I think this is it from my side. If anyone has anything, I'm ready to answer.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rohan. It is important that you mentioned about how pricing trend has been. We witnessed it over the last 5-7 years, and how it is important to keep that in perspective. And this much I can tell you that right from the first speaker to the last speaker, everyone wants Longi to start manufacturing in India. So consider yourself warned now. So, but thank you very much for sharing your inputs. I think with this, we had a very engaging panel discussion today. From the developer's perspective, if I ask me to sum it up, they want 3 C's. One is consistency, second is clarity, third is cost effectiveness. So this is the 3 C's they highly emphasized on. And from manufacturers, it is very difficult for me to sum up because they have so many points to put forward. But the main highlight of their insights or inputs is the quality consciousness. So there is another C you can add on consciousness there. So I think I hope we have a very some of the government officials are also present in the call today. Now there is a panel discussion after this, and I hope these things are considered again. As a federation, we continue to fight for the cause of the industry. Last 2 weeks back, I represented our federation in front of the Regulatory Commission in Gujarat, highlighting the new provisions and 1936 petition of GUVNL. So we are hoping for a win-win situation where the developers and EPC, rooftop, all of them are not affected and all. So with this, again, I would like to uh, wish all of you a safe and healthy lifestyle, and I hope all of us will see the end of this pandemic and soon meet each other physically. I would now like to conclude this panel, and over to you, Sangeeta, for next panel.
Thank you so much, all the key panelists, for your valuable insights. Special thanks to Subramaniam sir for moderating this session. With this, we will proceed ahead with our techno-commercial presentation by Mr. Shantanu Sirsat, who is the Technical Head India from Growwood. Over to you, sir.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Myself, Shantanu Sirsat. And first of all, in this pandemic situation, I will urge all of you to wear a mask whenever you are stepping out of your house and to maintain social distance and yes, stay safe. So today I will be giving you a brief about Growwood as a company, different products that we are offering for the Indian market, our presence in the Indian market, and at the last, some of the global as well as some Indian references. So I'm just sharing my screen with all of you. I hope it is visible.
Yes, sir, it's visible. If you could please make it full screen.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
So basically, the today's presentation will be concentrated on the company profile, our products and solutions, and some of the global and Indian references with Growwood installations. So starting on with the Growwood, Growwood was founded in the year 2010 with an USD capital of 20 million. Growwood is a new energy firm which is dedicated to R&D as well as manufacturing of on-grid inverters, off-grid inverters, and storage solutions. By the end of year 2020, Growwood has reached to more than 110 countries worldwide, and we are happy to cater around 1.8 million customers worldwide, those who are using our Growwood inverters. So with a view of green world, Growwood takes the opportunity to provide a clear and consistent approach to green energy. Growwood is a customer focused, is a service focused, and with the experience of more than 10 years in the field of manufacturing, we are very much close to our vision of becoming the top supplier of green energy inverters. So these are the milestones of Growwood that we have achieved for the last 10 years. As we were founded in the year 2010, in the next subsequent year, that is 2011, Growwood was the #1 exporter in China for string inverters. In 2012, Growwood became the #1 brand for string inverters in China. And this was the same year in which we received our first investment from Sukhoi Capital. In 2013, we established various subsidiaries all around the globe, like in Australia, USA, Germany, UK, Hong Kong, as well as in India. In 2017, we reached the milestone of shipping 1 million units worldwide. In 2018, we were in top 3 provider of inverters for the residential segment. And in 2020, at the end of 2020, we have reached the milestone of supplying more than 2.6 million units of string inverters worldwide. So as I have already stated, Growwood is the only energy firm in which Sukhoi Capital has invested. It is the same investment firm who has given the investments for Apple, Google, Cisco, as well as YouTube. So talking about the growth of Growwood, in 2019, we achieved a total shipment of 5 gigawatt worldwide, which increased 2 times. That is, we did a 100% growth year by year in 2020 and having a shipment of around 10.5 gigawatt. Overall, it was a shipment of 2.6 million units worldwide, which aggregates to around 27 gigawatt in terms of only string inverters. Talking about the employee strength, to reach our goal, we are having a team of more than 1,600 employees, out of which 400 plus are dedicated only for the R&D purpose. So, talking about Growwatt in India, as per the Bridge to India report, Growwatt was consecutively ranked #1 for the supply of string inverters for the rooftop segment. In 2019 as well as in 2020, Growwatt is leading the rooftop segment by having a approximate market share of 20%. And talking about the global ranking, so as per the UPD Research Lab, which is based out in Europe, Growwatt has the top inverter brand for more than 8 countries globally. As per the IHS market report, Growwatt ranks #2 for the supply of string inverters for the residential projects worldwide. And if you're talking about the global three-phase string inverter market, then Growwatt is having a market share of 6% globally. And also in 2020, Growwatt surprisingly moved to #2 for the supply of inverters for the storage segment, with having a market share of around 12%. And if you're talking about the distributed PV inverters, then yes, Growwatt is ranking in top 3 for most of the major markets worldwide. Maybe it is Poland, Netherlands, Italy, Mexico, India, or Vietnam. Growwatt is majorly ranking #1 for most of the distributed PV markets throughout the globe. So talking about some of our achievements, Growwatt is having more than 110 patents to its name, out of which 80 are Chinese patents. We are having more than 20 international patents and 10 software copyrights. Growwatt's 20 kilowatt inverter is the only inverter tested by Photon Lab that has reached the maximum efficiency of 99.06%. Every year, Growwatt is spending around 10% of its total income only for the R&D purpose. All the labs of Growwatt for the R&D are tested by PUV as well as Intertech. In 2021, Growwatt came up with its new manufacturing facility in China, which is spread across 2 lakh meters square. And with this new facility, our production has also been doubled. And annually, we are able to produce approximately more than 20 gigawatt of inverters. It is a completely automated production line, and the same video was being presented at the start of this particular webinar. Talking about the global presence, Growwatt is having its presence in more than 14 countries worldwide. And in India, we are having a registered office which is based out in Chennai. Talking about Growwatt India, we are a team of more than 20 people, out of which we are having a dedicated Indian director. To assist him, we are having 4 salespersons, 2 product managers, and a team of 15 service engineers. In 2020, Growwatt opened its second service center in Ahmedabad, basically just to cater our customers for the rooftop segment in Gujarat. We are having our main service center based out in Hyderabad, and in totality, we are carrying a stock of more than 500 kilowatt in terms of spare parts as well as in terms of inverters for the service purpose. Growwatt started its business in the Indian market in the year 2012-13. So it's more than 8 years that Growwatt is having its presence in the Indian market. Till date, we have shipped more than 1,11,000 units, starting from 1 kilowatt up to 80 kilowatt only for the Indian market, which roughly aggregates to approximately more than 2 gigawatt of inverter supply. So now coming back to the main segment, the inverters. So for the on-grid segment, we are having a range of inverters starting from 750 watt up to 250 kilowatt. Grow watt inverters are widely used for the application in residential, commercial and industrial, as well as for the utility segment. So talking about the residential products, we are having a range of inverters starting from 1 kilowatt up to 15 kilowatt. These are bifurcated into two segments, that is the single phase and three phase. In single phase, we are having a range of inverters starting from 1 kilowatt onwards up to 6 kilowatt. And if you're talking about the three phase range, then we are having the range starting from 3 kilowatt onwards up to 15 kilowatt. All our inverters that we are shipping to Indian market comes with DC disconnector switch, as well as for the protection on AC as well as DC side, we are providing type 2 SPDs. Also, all our inverters are fuseless design with a maximum efficiency of more than 98%. For the C&I and utility, we are having a range starting from 15 kilowatt onwards up to 253 kilowatt. This range comprises of different segments like the MID segment, which is up to 40 kilowatt. Then a 3 MPPT model for 50 and 60 kilowatt in MAC series, and 50 to 100 kilowatt in LV as well as in MV range in MAX series. In December 2020, we also launched our utility-based inverter. And for the Indian market, preferably, we are promoting the 250 kilowatt as well as 253 kilowatt of inverters. So talking about briefly for our the new model for the utility, that is the 250 as well as the 253 kilowatt inverter. Basically, this inverter comes with 12 number of MPPTs as well as 50 number of MPPTs, and the 253 kilowatt inverter is the highest rating inverter available in the market right now with the highest number of MPPTs. All these inverters comes with the optional features of anti-PID, night SVG, as well as power line communication. The IV curve diagnosis feature is provided as a standard feature, and all our inverters are IP66 rated with C5 protection. These are some of the technical specifications. So these are the 1500 volts inverter with 12 and 15 number of MPPTs, and comes with an nominal AC output voltage of 800 volts. Growatt is also entering into the energy storage systems, and right now we can provide the solutions from 3 kilowatt onwards up to 100 kilowatt. For the residential segment, we are having a range starting from 3 kilowatt onwards up to 12 kilowatt. Whereas if you're talking about the commercial and the utility segment, then yes, we are having a range of inverters which starts from 30 kilowatt onwards up to 630 kilowatt. So basically, these are the hybrid inverters, DC coupled as well as AC coupled. And these inverters starts from 3 kilowatt onwards up to 6 kilowatt in single phase, as well as 4 kilowatt up to 10 kilowatt in three phase. Both these ratings are available for AC coupled as well as for the DC coupled. Along with that, we are also providing the high voltage batteries up to 25.6 kWh, depending on the requirement for backup. We are trying to provide a complete solution for the ESS, which will comprise of the inverter, battery, as well as remote monitoring. For microgrid systems, again, we are having a range of inverters in single phase as well as in three phase, starting from 2 kilowatt onwards up to 10 kilowatt. So these are some of the inverter ratings that we are having for the Indian market. And the range will start from 3 kilowatt onwards up to 10 kilowatt. Along with that, we are also providing the batteries in lithium ion for the backup purpose. For the smart energy management, we are having our own server along with smart energy solution. Basically, for the monitoring of inverters, we are having our own portal, as well as for the Chinese, as well as for some of the global market, we have also started the concept of smart home. When we're talking about the monitoring for individual as well as for the plant monitoring, we are having different accessories. Like for individual inverter monitoring, we are having the dongles for in Wi-Fi, GPRS, 4G. By the end of 2021, we are coming up for the LANs monitoring module for individual monitoring of inverters. If you're talking about a large plant monitoring, then we are having the Shine Master 4G model, with which it is possible to connect 64 number of inverters and can be monitored under a single login. Also, we are providing the solutions for smart energy management, like for export limitations. We are having a smart energy manager, with which again up to 2 megawatt plant can be controlled for zero export with the single smart energy manager. Growwatt is having its own application for Android as well as for Apple, and we are also having our own Shine server. For our distributors and installers, we are having a separate online smart service platform under which it is possible for them to monitor each and individual plant individually, and they can add n number of plants under a single login ID. Also, along with that, some remote controls are being provided through OSS, that is firmware upgradation, or you want to change the parameters of the inverter, in the sense the voltage parameters or frequency parameters, or else reduction in active power or reactive power. All these things can be carried out with the help of online smart service. Now coming on to the last section, that is the global references. So this is the first inverter that we have installed in Australia, that is the 5 kilowatt inverter in 2010. And in 2020, again, the same customer gone with the installation of 2 more additional Growatt inverters. So the first inverter, which was installed in 2010, is still running without any problem for the last 10 years. And these are some of the installation snaps for Growatt inverters. This is one in Brazil. Then if you're talking about the ESS in Italy, then again in South Africa, a rooftop project in Netherlands, again in Thailand, again a separate 1 megawatt project in Netherlands. In Switzerland, we have done a C&I project of 1.2 megawatt with 40 kilowatt inverters. In China, a solar farm in Maldives, again a solar farm in Vietnam for 3 megawatt, 4 megawatt in China, again a ground mounted project in China. This is a 90 megawatt solar farm in Thailand by EA, in which they have utilized 20 kilowatt inverters for a 90 megawatt plant. Again, a 100 megawatt plant by Foxconn, where a 40 kilowatt inverter was being utilized. A 127 megawatt, again with string inverter. And if you are talking about Indian references, then this is a 5.5 megawatt plant that was commissioned by Kirloskar. 4 megawatt plant with 20 kilowatt inverters in Hyderabad. This is the first Max series installation at BBMB in Delhi, for IIT Hyderabad, for Forbes in Aurangabad, 1 megawatt again in Madhya Pradesh, 6 megawatt solar farm in Solapur. So these are some of the global references. So thank you very much, SolarQuarter, for giving us this opportunity. And back to you, Sangeeta. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir, for the valuable insights. With this, we will proceed ahead with our last panel discussion on rooftop solar projects, trends, challenges, and opportunities in the new era. Session experts have joined us today are Sri Shwetal Shah, who is the Technical Advisor, Climate Change Department from Government of Gujarat. Mr. Manan Thakkar, who is the Director from Brazil Infra Engineering Private Limited. Mr. Hiten Parekh, who is the Chief Business Officer from SolarQuarter, who would also be moderating today's session. Mr. K.J. Shah, who is the Managing Director from Zodiac Energy. And Mr. Santanu Shilkar, who is the Technical Head from Grover. I would like to hand over the session to Hiten sir to take the discussions forward with other speakers. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity. And I welcome all the panelists and also all the guests who have taken time from their busy schedule and participate here to motivate us. And also in the end, during question answers, hopefully we should be able to exchange knowledge and sentiments about the market. To begin with, I hope and pray that all of us on the event here and their families are safe and everybody is taken care of through proper masks, sanitizing, washing hands, and also social distancing and staying indoors as much as possible. Of course, the show must go on, but we need to practice a lot of caution. And it's a double whammy because one side, the policy and the disruptions in the current business is already made things difficult for the solar sector. And the COVID is just a double whammy, which is making it a matter of life and death now. If you stay indoors and don't do business, also you are heading towards disaster. And if you step out trying to do business and get revenue for the company and the staff and the team and the family, then it's again a life-threatening situation. But nevertheless, a warm welcome to all of you. Firstly, I will request Shwetal Bhai to share his broad vision on behalf of Government of Gujarat, how they see this shaping up. And just like everybody's wanting oxygen, I think the solar industry also needs oxygen from the government system. We really appreciate your point of view, Shwetal Bhai.
Hello, everyone. And first of all, I would like to convey all healthy time, because the time is very challenging, and we must give first priority to health and well-being of our own self, family, and friends. And also, as you rightly said, show must go on, and we would we have been seeing the challenging time since last say 1 year almost, and this time is really extraordinary in this entire pandemic cycle. However, we have also seen good progress in renewable energy, and in every platform we reiterate that our future is definitely belongs to renewable energy. Recently, last week, leaders summit was there at the international level on the occasion of the Earth Day, and all our leaders, world leaders, were there on the single platform to discuss the concerns and actions that we require to take against the climate change. So entire world is having a transition towards the net zero targets, and United States itself has also declared some of the very ambitious target by 2030. So the transition period of this energy from conventional energy to renewable energy is going in this time. If we talk about Gujarat solar policy, we first declared it in 2009 and again in 2015, and the latest one in 2020. So this journey is passing through our generation and before our eyes, and definitely by end of this decade we will at very higher concentration of say renewable energy in our entire energy basket. And already as of now, out of say 33,000 megawatt of installed capacity in Gujarat, we have achieved 13,000 megawatt of renewable energy, which is combined of wind and solar. So presently we have 8,380 megawatt of running capacity of wind energy in Gujarat, and we have 4,620 megawatt of solar energy in Gujarat. And if you see the progress of solar energy in last 1 year, it's really phenomenal. So even in this pandemic time, we have been able to add some 2,000 megawatt of solar energy in Gujarat, which is very encouraging. And in coming time, the pace will be really more. So if you see percentage wise, then it is almost 75 to 80% say addition in this single year. And Gujarat happens to be number one in rooftop, and this position we are keeping since last 3-4 years. And the demand and the scenario what we observe in market also suggests that the trend is going to be continued. So largely we have the target of 450 megawatt of 450 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2030, and 175 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2022. And hopefully even in such circumstances we are going to fulfill this target as what has been conveyed by our leaders on various national and international platform. And there is say no backward looking in our ambition and in our targets. So definitely the energy transition is also going, and at local level we are also seeing a transition between the policy period. So this transition is happening, and some of the issues, the pragmatic issues that we have observed from the stakeholder are constantly coming to the notice of the state government and the authorities. And we are working to resolve the nitty-gritty of those issues so that we have a smooth say progress in the installation of our pending projects and ongoing projects, particularly in rooftop segment and in the rooftop solar of industrial and other applications. So continuous efforts are being given in this direction, and we see that in the current year and coming year will be very crucial to achieve our 3,200 megawatt of rooftop target. And with the support of various stakeholders and our channel partners and all of you, we will achieve this target in the state of Gujarat.
Thank you very much, sir. You've been very generous with your words and the time. I really appreciate it. I would now request Shri Kunjbhai to share his point of view about the opportunities and the current challenges and how they as an organization are preparing for this.
Good evening to all. Good evening, Hiten bhai, Manan bhai, Shwetal bhai, and all the participants. Yeah, it is very troubled time. We have, as rightly said by Hiten bhai, it's a double whammy. We are in the middle of unprecedented time. And at the same time, since last 4 months, we are like on vacation. Manan bhai is smiling. Due to this policy paralysis, you can say, or the absence of policy, nothing moves in the solar space in Gujarat. Unfortunately, whenever there is an introduction of policy, some hiccups are expected. But this time, after declaring the policy, government just sit tight and nothing moved in terms of implementation of the policy or inviting any suggestions or any comments from stakeholders like that. Out of blue moon, the policy has been announced on 29th December. And after that, nothing is moving. So very unfortunate time of our life. Having said that, every government has a right to introduce policy which is win-win for all. But implementation of policy and smooth transition from one policy to another policy is definitely expected from government. Rooftop in Gujarat has started in a big way, and now whether it be residential rooftop, whether it be commercial and industrial rooftop, the people, consumers, and all the stakeholders have understood the importance of rooftop solar, wherein you save a lot of land by utilizing your idle space of roof and terrace. It is a based kind of distributed solar where you utilize the power, you generate the power where you utilize the same. So rooftop is one of the best solution as far as all the solar applications are concerned. However, looking at the proliferation of rooftop solar, the state discoms are in a little uncomfortable mood, and because of that only this kind of disruption have started happening in the rooftop space in the Gujarat. If we speak of Surya Gujarat scheme, Surya Gujarat is a very successful scheme. Everything is online, the portal is working nicely. But suddenly, the utilities like Torrent Power have stopped distributing the subsidies, and now the subsidy backlog is as old as 8 to 10 months. So we really don't understand why. At one point, at one hand, government wants to promote the solar, promote the proliferation of solar, and at other hand, down the line, people are doing every trick in the trade to stop the proliferation of the solar. So it is my humble request to government, and Shwetal bhai is here on behalf of government, that government should really take this matter very seriously. Otherwise, people will lose. As in the earlier session, Tanya has said that, and Mr. Anil Singh has said that people are losing faith in the government of Gujarat in terms of policies and implementation of policy. So this is on a policy part. Second, introduction of this banking charge is a debatable question. It has been debated many times in many forums, including GERC hearing. Even if the banking charge is being implemented, it should be in a reasonable mode and not see it took 10 years for state utilities to increase the tariff of power by 1.5 rupees, and suddenly by one stroke of pen, government has introduced 1.5 rupees banking charge on solar. So really it is a harsh step by government, and we all are feeling very uncomfortable.
You started?
Still, in my opinion, Gujarat is very progressive state, and despite the lockdown condition and pandemic condition, last year we added significant amount of rooftop solar capacity, around 380 megawatt. So I hope with policy in place and this gross metering and net metering issue completed, we will again see the surge of solar proliferation in the state, and Gujarat will take the front runner approach, and it will always a torch bearer in the country, and I hope Gujarat will excel in rooftop solar. Thank you very much.
Yes, completely agree. In fact, I was reading California is now running at 95% renewable energy. I was hoping that Gujarat state can replicate and maybe beat California and be 100% renewable state. But we have to be positive and be patient on this aspect. I will now request Manan Bhai to share his thoughts on the regulatory challenges, and I know for a fact that along with the other stakeholders, his company also made a lot of effort at the GRC hearing. Would request Manan Bhai to enlighten us with his thoughts.
Good evening, everybody. As my colleague and panelist has already mentioned regarding the policy problems going on in the state right now, I would like to point some to bring some of the points like rooftop market. It's a welcome move to remove the cap from the rooftop from the entire system. But now again, the rooftop is limited to 1 megawatt, and now as per the central policy, it might go to 500 kilowatt also. So how will the rooftop market will increase with the removal of cap, which was one of the discussion point, which I don't foresee that the rooftop market will increase in the at least in the industrial or commercial sector in Gujarat right now. Another is third party has been introduced, and it is allowed. 30%, 35% of your electricity rates are in the charges right now. So is it technically viable to do third party in the rooftop, specifically talking about the rooftop market? No, I don't see that the rooftop is introduced, third party is introduced, leasing is introduced, but technically it is not feasible for the investor or for the consumer to get that power. So both the cases, I don't foresee a growth in the market with both the cases. Specifically, since we are talking about rooftop, definitely removal of the cap will help in growing of the ground mounted open access projects. Again, there are a lot of charges as banking charges and other charges are also increased. Third party is totally eliminated in the open access also, but captive in the ground mounted, we can definitely see the surge, but not in the rooftop market. I would request government, and already I've been iterating the same thing again and again in the GRC hearings and all, that first of all 1.5 rupees is not justifiable. Charges when you talk about the 7 after 7.3 you are charging 1.5 rupees. It's a huge amount. That's not, none of the states have charged such an amount in any of the at least in the rooftop market basically. Now rooftop contributes to a good section of your installation base in India right now for industrial commercial. If such a charge has been introduced, the market would definitely collapse. It would not go down, it would collapse. What would be the word in the state of Gujarat? So, so far, the state has been very good in implementation of policies in terms of execution and in terms of getting approvals and all. But since last 4 months, as Kunjbhai also mentioned, we are technically on a forced vacation for getting not the projects are held up, and even the projects which are ready, we are not able to charge that project. So that's a pain point. Government should, with any policy, they should come up and start the implementation as soon as possible, because 29th of December you announced, and now we are sitting on 30th of April. Then nothing is there. So 4 months is a huge amount, and I don't see when it would be implemented. So this is all from our side. We definitely um, uh, we are not into the residential market as of now. I definitely, the market is going good in residential, but we are not doing so. I would mainly focus on commercial and industrial sector, and the rooftop market. I don't foresee the growth in the state of Gujarat. That's all from my side.
Sir, you'll have to unmute yourself. Then, sir.
Oh, sorry about that. Thanks, Manan bhai. Can I request Nirav ji Danani to share his ideas and thoughts, please?
Sir, Mr. Nirav couldn't join because he's not keeping well. I just got a text from him.
Okay. In that case, I'll request Mr. Santanu Sirsat ji from Growart. Since the last 4 months, as two of the top EPCs from the Gujarat, Zodiac and Prozil, the managing directors have said that it's really been something like a vacation and a very less activities due to uncertainty. As a product supplier, how has been your experience and observations of the market in Gujarat since the last 4 or 5 months?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Hiten. As from the starting of the inception of Growart in the Indian business, Gujarat has always been a major player. So if you're talking about the last 2 years, that is 2019 and 2020, so Gujarat contributed to around more than 40% of our overall business in India. Maybe it is a rooftop projects or for C&I, but yes, for last 2 years, Gujarat has been a major support for most of the inverter manufacturers who are dealing in residential as well as in the C&I segment. Definitely, the ongoing pandemic and the overall policies, the business is definitely on a decline side if you're talking about the Gujarat market. And for the last 2 or 3 months, which I had been in the Gujarat in the month of February and March, so I think the new distributed utility scheme that has come up has, I think, overall shifted the focus of rooftop players into that particular segment, which is from 500 kilowatt to 4 megawatt distributed utility. So now the major concentration has been shifted from rooftop segment to this particular utility-based projects. So the demand for the C&I and as well as for the residential rooftop, which again is a major chunk of business for Growart, has affected a lot, because right now all the major EPC players or the most of our customers are majorly engrossed with all the activities for the utility-based projects from 500 kilowatt. So yes, the business is there, but yes, right now it is on a standstill position, and maybe more clarity if we get for the utility-based projects, then definitely it will open a new door for Growart also for that particular segment.
How do you see the play for inverters plus storage from a Growart future technologies point of view in the state of Gujarat?
Definitely, I think for the next 2 years, storage is going to be one of the leading technical aspect if you are going for rooftop or for the C&I segment. We as a GrowWatt, we have started our main focus in the storage segment from 2019. And we came up with small inverters for the residential segment in off-grid as well as in the hybrid segment. Also, we have started now the manufacturing of lithium-ion batteries up to 25 kWh. If you're talking about the Indian market, definitely there were some of the tenders dedicated for only for the hybrid. But yes, right now still there is no clarity for the certifications and the total requirement on the technical aspects. But all the solutions right now are available with GrowWatt. If you're talking about DC coupled, then AC coupled solution, that is just an extension for the existing solar power plant. So if you are having an existing solar power plant already installed, then you just have to go for a AC coupled inverter with a battery backup. So there is no additional what we can say contribution required for the PV panels. The same system can be used. The same solar PV can be used for storing the power in your batteries, and during the night time the same can be utilized either to feedback to the grid or use for the local load. So all these particular technologies we have already working on. And for the commercial, if you're talking about, we are having a good range from 3 kilowatt onwards up to 630 kilowatt, again in the AC coupled as well as in the DC coupled, along with the high voltage batteries that are required. So we have already been in contact with some of the major developers and the EPC players for the storage requirement. And we hope that in coming time, we would definitely be happy to provide these solutions for the Indian market.
Great. And just one last question, because everybody is looking at local manufacturing. What is GrowWatt Group's point of view on this aspect on battery and inverter products in the country?
Frankly speaking, right now, there is no plan for GrowWatt to start the manufacturing in India, because we are having a reason for that. It's not like that we don't want to start, because this year itself we started our new manufacturing facility in China with a 20 gigawatt of annual capacity. And in 2018-19, we were already in talk with some of the state governments for the placing of our manufacturing plant, but somehow it didn't work out. But definitely, if it is a need for the Indian market, then that has always been a plan for us to set up the manufacturing plant. But for right now, no, we are not coming up with a manufacturing plant right now. But in future, definitely we are planning for that.
Great. Thanks a lot. Sangeeta ji, can we request some questions from the audience for our panelists, please?
So we have received few questions in the Q&A box. We'll be glad if you could take up those questions. Thank you.
Okay. Right. So there is one question from Brahmanand Bharadwaj, which is on the rooftop. That is, I comprehend the issue raised by Ms. Tanya. We are facing policy paralysis in Gujarat in industrial and commercial rooftop segment. Can anybody put further update on that? I will request Kunj Bhai or Mananji to attempt answering this aspect.
So we are waiting for the GRC tariff order. The submission has been made by GUNL today itself or yesterday, and I guess in this week we'll be expecting a tariff order coming on the policy.
GRC approved tariff order.
Yeah, GRC approved tariff order, and once the tariff order is there, that's the final thing which we need to work on and accept it, and then everybody would be at the same page and have to compete with the same charges and everything.
So then either you start hiring or you start firing. That's going to decide.
Or you focus on other streams.
But tell me this, with so many multiple opportunities in the parallel, the farmer scheme, the open access, group captive, and rooftop. So in your opinion, what is really the market to be active in Gujarat at the moment for companies who are interested to invest and do business in Gujarat?
So the SSDS scheme, definitely that's a huge potential. It all depends on the how much funding the banks would give to the investors what they have applied for so far. And also there are a lot of challenges in signing of the PPAs also right now going on, where it is mandatory for the proprietors or the owners to come and sign the PPA in this scenario, where again there is a challenge. The PPAs, less PPAs are signed because of this. But we see a good, at least I'm expecting around 1500 megawatt of SSDS projects to be implemented. So that is one of the scheme where we are quite optimistic with around 100 megawatt of files PPAs being signed by us, by our investor group. So we are quite optimistic about that scheme. Another is open access, ground mounted captive. Surely not a place for third party, either in either rooftop or open access for any of the developers. If the same banking charges are continued in the final tariff order.
Okay. I saw there was a few more questions which somebody put in the chat. So to the panelists, we are seeing rooftop projects left in limbo due to stalling of the net/gross metering. We wanted to know when do we expect clarity on this. So I believe just like Mananji said that once the GRC approved tariff order is out, probably by this week or next week, that should clarify and give clarity on this. So there's one question for Sirshadji from Growart. Hi, I'm a regular Growart user. Our customers are also happy. Are Growart servers located in India? Do you think government will ask into that, keeping the geopolitical tensions today? Sirshadji, would you like to answer this?
Yes, so basically the Growart servers are not based out in India. We are having tie-up with a third-party server provider, and all the servers right now are based out in China as well as in Europe. But for the Indian market, we are catering directly through the Chinese servers. But I don't think that it would be right now a major factor, considering geopolitical tensions that are going between the two countries. For that matter, all our servers are highly protected with 128-bit encryption. So regarding the hacking of data or any other, what we can say, hacking down of from any other country would not be possible, because we have already tested our servers for the security purpose, taking into consideration all these factors. Because the same server we are using for most of our APAC region as well as for the American region. Only for the European, we are having a different server as per their requirements. But I think that having a server in China would not have any effect for the time being.
Fine. So one last question of the day, Rohan bhai, since you're there, I'm not sure if you answered this already, but when will the BIS license in India for HIMO 5 series be received?
Hello, Sirji. Very good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Thanks for the question. Actually, many of the clients are already knowing it. See, we are having two series. One is monofacial, other is bifacial. So for bifacial, we are already having our BIS approved with us. And for monofacial, it will be in place by somewhere around mid of May. So
Mid
anyone
of
who is
July.
asking, you can go ahead with placing the order with me. No problem.
Okay, and since we have you, just quickly asking you two more questions. One is it's from gentleman Kumar Mukund. The question is to Rohan: is Longi also doing R&D to produce solar panels which can generate power even during night hours?
So, see, actually, last week only I read some article in one of the media that one new company is claiming that they might get some generation from the night. Till now, there is no news as such news from Longi at least, or at least it's not up to us in India. Definitely, sir. See, as we told, we are spending around 5 to 6% of our revenue in R&D. So definitely, a great amount of work is already going in backdrop, but not sure these type of any technologies yet been implemented or it's under construction.
Fine. And the last question also for the event, Mr. Rohan, by when will polycrystalline module production be reduced and closed in this year? We are hearing this in the market. This is from Kashish Vaidya.
See, as we were discussing since the beginning, we are seeing that there was a huge volume of poly was ongoing in Indian market and the quantum, rather global market. But if you see the entire out of India, almost the poly market has been reduced to maybe 10 or 5%. And soon in coming time, maybe 1 or 2 years, we will see that even the Indian people will adopt the mono technology and even the TopCon and some other new technologies which are coming our way, because poly everyone is getting a lot of advantages of reduction in the land sizing, then the better degradation and everything. So I think sir, poly is a kind of obsolete technology if we see for coming 2 or 3 years.
Fine. And I know I said it was the last question, but you are just helping me to think more. With respect to the mounting, when you put a panel on the south mounting and when you put a east-west mounting, do you see any difference in degradation on the modules?
See, sir, degradation is not dependent upon that if we install. Yes, obviously, if it degradation when it will come, like if the proper maintenance O&M is not happening. Okay. See, whatever as a company or manufacturer, we are committing certain degradation that is less than 2% in the first year and less than 0.55% from second year till the 25th year. So in that span, if you see, if any inclination or direction change is happening, there won't be any degradation in the module or in a generation. But yes, the regular O&M practices has to be followed by the particular EPC.
Great. Thanks so much. Sangeeta ji, over to you.
Thank you so much, all the key panelists, for your valuable insights. Hiten sir, thank you so much for moderating today's session. We are equally thankful to all our audience, not just for joining today, but continuously being a part of our event. Attendees, please stay tuned with us. We are going to start with State Business Meet 2021 Gujarat Award Ceremony right away. I would like to hand over the screen to Geeta. Geeta, the screen is all yours.
Thank you so much, Sangeeta. Truly, it was remarkable to see all the panelists giving great insights on the subject. Well, hello everyone and a very good evening. I am Geeta and I welcome you all to an amazing award ceremony of SolarQuarter State Business Meet Gujarat Awards 2021. I'm very glad that this virtual world has given us this great opportunity to connect globally with you and host this gala award ceremony today. Well, award always give us a great reason to celebrate. We all know Gujarat has been working extensively to develop their renewable energy capacity to 30,000 megawatts by 2022. And there are many leading companies which have continuously contributed and are still working towards the development of solar energy in Gujarat. By all means, these companies truly deserve the recognition. So with this motive in mind, we today are going to celebrate the achievements and contributions of those companies as well as the leaders. So ladies and gentlemen, without any delay, let's begin with our award announcements. The first set of category for SolarQuarter State Business Award is Team, could we have the slides for the awards, please? I see there's a slide delay. Kindly be with us. I think we're just going to take 2 more minutes. All right, thank you so much for the patience, ladies and gentlemen. So the first set of category for SolarQuarter State Business Award is Solar EPC Company of the Year. Let us know something about this winning company. The company is a leading solar EPC player and has been in this space for the last 11 years. The company has successfully commissioned 450 plus megawatt solar rooftop and ground mounted power plants and more than 190 plus megawatts that are under still construction. It has successfully constructed 50 megawatt solar projects in Gujarat, contributing to the green and clean future. So let us know who the winner is. Well, the award goes to Brazil Infra Engineering Private Limited. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Bhagesh Solanki, Senior Manager Projects, Brazil Infra, to please say a few words. Mr. Solanki, could we have you on the screen, please? I think, unfortunately, Mr. Solanki is not with us here today at the award ceremony. So let us move on to our next category. Heartiest congratulations to the Team Brazil. So our next category is State Market Leader Award. Few hints about the winning company. The company is currently known to be one of the top 5 string inverter companies. After breaking ground and gaining the reputation of being reliable, efficient, and professional, it has now become one of the famous companies in power storage inverters. Its production lines incorporate state-of-the-art manufacturing technologies, high degree of engineering sophistication, and precision manufacturing capability, which create higher quality products that can last in harsh environments. The company has set a benchmark and is a leader in Gujarat market with a market share of around 70%. Wow, that's quite a number, I must say. So let us see who the winner is. And the winner is Shenzhen Sofar Solar Company Limited. May I request Mr. Brijesh Prajapati, Managing Director, Sofar Solar, to please say a few words.
Thank you so much, Team SQ, and thanks for support to our business leaders, business partners, and thank you so much, OEM partners who's believing in us and for like efforts together. So this awards is of course dedicated to our partners, our clients, our friends. Thank you so much, Team SQ.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brijesh, and heartiest congratulations to the entire team. Now, I just want to understand one thing. Mr. Brijesh, you're based in Gujarat, right?
Right, ma'am.
Yeah. So if I were to visit Gujarat, what would you recommend me to visit or eat locally there?
Sorry?
If I were to visit Gujarat, so
Yeah.
what would you recommend me to go and visit the places and what should I eat there locally?
Yeah,
Since you're based in Gujarat, you must be knowing
yes,
a lot of...
yes, of course. So I'll recommend to you come in a Navratri time and kite festival time. So like it's, I think it's best and best useful visit for you, and come with family.
Of course. Now that's wow, that's a great guide. So, dear audience member who are not from Gujarat, please take this advice from Mr. Brijesh and do visit the state. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr.
Welcome.
Brijesh.
Thanks.
Thank you, and congratulations once again. Well, let's move on to our next category. So our next category is Best Project of the Year. Let's know about the winning company. Our winning company has constructed a 75 megawatt ground mounted group captive project for a leading automobile industry. This 75 megawatts of solar power plant generates 115 mega unit of electricity annually. The project has helped in saving 150,000 tons of CO2 annually, which is equivalent to more than 21,429 number of trees saved. Wow, I must say that is truly a wonderful green mission. Thus, no, the award goes to well, the award goes to Brazil Infra Engineering Private Limited. May I request Mr. Yusuf Bharmal, Senior Manager, Techno-Commercial, Brazil, to kindly say a few words.
Yeah, hello. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, SolarQuarter, for this Best Project of the Year award. And it's a huge honor to me to receive this award on behalf of Brazil. I would like to thank our customers and vendors for their support and trust on us. And also would like to thank and appreciate all Brazil team for their dedication and hard work to complete projects in very short timeline, in spite of pandemic situation and restrictions. With team effort, we have achieved this today. This is a big achievement for Brazil, and I wish we will achieve many more milestones in futures. In last, congratulations to all winners, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yusuf, and heartiest congratulations to the entire team of Brazil. Now, just Mr. Yusuf, before you leave, I just want to ask you something. We all are presently aggressively working towards nature conservation in some or other way, and so is your company. If you were not in the solar sector, what other field or what other way you would have chosen to work for this cause or for the nature conservation?
I would like to go with plantation, tree plantation work for best.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Yusuf, and congratulations once again on the great.
Thank you.
Thank you. So moving on to our next category of SolarQuarter State Business Awards, and the category is it's State Customers Choice Award. Let us know about the winning company. The company is India's leading solar panel manufacturer, EPC service provider, and independent power producer. With expertise across the solar value chain, it is one-stop shop for all the solar-related requirements. The company has completed 10,000 plus projects and are one of the few Gujarat-based solar module manufacturers that have grown to become a global solar brand. The company has provided employment to more than 500 people and have changed the lives of at least 2,000 people. No doubt, with all this amazing work, this company surely deserves this award. So let us know who the award goes to. And the award goes to Goldie Solar Private Limited. May I request Mr. Deepak Jain, Head Sales, to kindly say a few words. Do we have Mr. Deepak here with us today? Or could we have any other representative from Goldie Solar to kindly take this award? Okay, I think Mr. Deepak is not available here today, but congratulations to Goldie Solar and the entire team. Let us move to our next category, ladies and gentlemen, and the category is Best Project Team of the Year. Time to know about the company now. Well, the winning company with the 4 team leaders have successfully come more than 100 megawatts. It has constructed 50 megawatt solar plant in Gujarat, contributing to the clean and green future. The team has worked through all odds, even during the testing times, to successfully complete the projects. A very good teamwork there. So let us know who the winner is. And the award goes to Brazil Infra Engineering Private Limited. May I request Mr. Anirudh Sharma, Head Design Brazil, to kindly say a few words. Mr. Sharma? Or do we have any other representative from Brazil to take this award, please? All right, I think nobody is available to take this award.
Hello. Yeah, this is Akash.
Yes, Mr.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Anu is not there. First of all, thank you, SolarQuarter, for this achievement. This kind of appreciation always give us to to do more and give best from our side. And first of all, I would like to thank all the winners. I congratulate all the winners as well as my entire project team. Because of their continuous efforts, we have achieved this milestone. So thank you everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Akash, and heartiest congratulations to the entire team of Brazil. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we all have our inspirational leaders and as our role models, and we look up to them when in doubt. Because our role models and leaders possess a clear vision, we, with integrity, clear focus, and they are great strategic planners. They help us to reach our goals and take pride in our accomplishments. Honoring such great leaders and trendsetters, today we move on to our next set of awards, which are SolarQuarter State Business Leader Awards. Let us have the slide, please. Moving to the first category of SolarQuarter State Business Leader Awards. And the category is Visionary of the Year. As we do, let us know about this great visionary. Our visionary has always been a step ahead when it comes to solar manufacturing. At the core of the industry are its people, and he has taken huge strides in addressing the issue of skill development in the solar sector. His company has been working closely with NITI Aayog and various state governments to impart skills, thereby providing livelihood to several families. Our visionary has brought to solar precision, quality, and perseverance, and helped scale the company to new heights through providing high efficient and best-in-class quality solar solutions. He is now ranked amongst India's 100 most powerful business leaders by SolarQuarter. All right, any guesses? So let us know who the winner is. And the award goes to Mr. Ishwar Dholakia, founder and MD Goldie Solar. Heartiest congratulations. Now could we have Mr. Rajat Gupta, Head Marketing Communication, Goldie Solar, to kindly take the award on his behalf. Do we have Mr. Gupta or do we have any other representative from Goldie Solar to kindly take this award? Do we have any representative? All right. Heartiest congratulations to Mr. Dholakia. I see he is a great visionary, in fact, and the entire team of Goldie Solar. Heartiest congratulations once again. Moving on to our next category. Let us have our next category. The next category is Solar Acumen of the Year. Let us know something about this great leader. Our winner deserves this recognition because as per his guidance and decisions, the company was able to achieve 99.9% efficiency in their solar projects. With his insightful guidance, the company completed 60 projects in 1.5 months with its own in-house installation team. You see, that is the precision of our solar acumen. So let us see who the winner is. And the award goes to Mr. Nirankush Prasad, Project Head Solar, Green Cube Energies Private Limited. Now, may I request Ms. Manisha Dalal, HR Manager, to kindly take the award on his behalf.
Thank you so much, Ms. Geeta. First of all, on behalf of him, I'm taking this award, and I would like to thank SolarQuarter for this award, and I would like to dedicate this award to the entire team of Green Cube Energies Private Limited. So without them, this cannot be possible, definitely. And apart from that, I would like to thank the ground level staff of as well who are helping us in this pandemic. So thank you so much, and congratulations to all others as well.
Thank you so much, Ms. Manisha, and heartiest congratulations to the entire team. I just needed to, before you go, I just needed to ask you one thing now, since you are an HR manager. So, you know, in the HR role for the solar sector, how is it very different from other industries? So is it like more challenging in renewable sector than in other industries? You see, you're in HR, so that's why I'm asking you this question.
It's perfectly fine, and I'm very much happy that you're asking these questions. And first of all, I would like highlight on some points, and rather than other in the industries, renewable energy is basically an industry wherein it is helping the environment as well, right? So it is quite challenging in terms of technicality, and as well as like finding the ground staff as well as the technical person is quite a difficult task for a human resource person, because while hiring to them, we need to make sure whether the candidate is quite capable of doing that stuff. And while having a project manager like Mr. Nirankush Singh it is a great relief for us that he's training, he is guiding, and he is taking all the projects all over his hand, and he's guiding all the other team members as well to proceed further.
Well, I must say it's all in good hands with great leaders there. Definitely deserves this award. And congratulations once again to the entire team of BQ. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, moving to our next leadership category, and the category is Entrepreneur of the Year. Well, we have two worthy leaders from the same company, which truly deserve this recognition. So let us know about these leaders. Our first winner for the past 9 years has been involved in procurement and project management of more than 100 megawatt of solar projects. His major strengths are business development, procurement, and project management. His vision is to be the best leader in the world of solar EPC. Recently, the company has successfully commissioned a 75 megawatt solar project under his expert guidance. And our second leader has a very vast experience in the field of solar EPC and consulting of more than 100 megawatt. His strength includes strategy management, EPC technology, operations, designing of the solar power project, research and implementation of new research initiatives. Recently, the company has seen such a glorious achievement under his expert guidance, where they have successfully commissioned 50 megawatt solar parks in the land of Gujarat and Maharashtra. So, dear audience, let us see who these two entrepreneurs are, and the award goes to the award goes to Mr. Shobhit Rai and Mr. Manan Thakkar, Directors, Brazil Infra Engineering. May I request Mr. Akash, Manager Techno-Commercial, to please take the award on their behalf. Mr. Akash?
Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, perfect.
First of all, thank you, SolarQuarter, for this prestigious award. I would like to thank our management. On behalf of them, I'm just receiving this award. And this is the complete and truly deserving entire team. It deserves the entire Prozil team because of their continuous effort. And in this pandemic time, we have completed such a big, large scale projects. So thanks to Prozil team also. And thank you, SolarQuarter.
Thank you so much, Mr. Akash, and heartiest congratulations to both the directors and also to the team of Brazil. Now, Mr. Akash, before you leave, so I just want to ask you one thing. There are two such inspirational leaders in the company. It's such a blessing, I must say, but they must be very different in some or other ways. So on a personal note, can you please tell us who is the strict one and who is the lenient one?
You asked a tough question to me.
No, it's on a personal note. It's your personal experience.
It's not like that. Actually, the working environment in a company is not like that strict one. We have given complete freedom to take the decisions as per our own, but taking some if we are going to take any risk, but it will be a calculated risk. So complete faith is there on each and every team member, and because of their this kind of freedom that we have in our company, the environment is so much friendly and so much open for each and everyone. So because of that, we have achieved these milestones. So not like that way, but there is no strictness or anything, but each and every person is binded to their duties and they are doing their best like that.
Very diplomatically put there, I must say, Mr. Akash.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that answer, and heartiest congratulations to the entire team.
Thank
you. Well, our next category. Can we have our next category? Well, our next category recognizes the visionaries of tomorrow. Hence, we are glad that we would be awarding two great emerging leaders. So let us move to the category. Let us understand a little bit about our first leader. He has over 8 years of experience in the solar industry. With hands-on practical on-field experience, he guides his customers with genuine solutions and cost-saving options. His prime focus is quality, with zero compromise on quality, taking complete accountability for his commitments. Our leader has built long-lasting relationships with over 200 customers, be it the project developer or EPC firm. Even during the tough times of COVID-19, the entire staff was paid the salary. With his commitment to grow 10x and new work orders in hand, he has increased the team's strength rather than reducing it. I must say that's the quality of a great emerging leader. So let us know who the winner is. Well, the award goes to Mr. Mohit Agarwal, Director, CEO, Scop Energy Private Limited. May I request Mr. Mohit to kindly say a few words? Do we have Mr. Mohit with us today at the award ceremony? Or could we have any other representative from Scop to take this award? Well, no problem. Heartiest congratulations to Mr. Mohit, and that's a great win, I must say, and a great leader. And congratulations to the entire team of Scop Energy Private Limited. With this, ladies and gentlemen, let us move to our next category. Well, our next leader, the next emerging leader of the year, it's some very interesting things about our leader. Our winner is only 28 years old. And in a very young age, he has achieved big and greater heights in solar EPC and has executed different capacities of solar rooftop projects in a very short span of time. In last financial year 2021, even due to Corona pandemic, in his leadership, the turnover of the company in solar grew to 13 crores from 4.5 crores. Our winner has left no stone unturned to create their market presence in the cities like Ahmedabad, Vadodara, Rajkot, Godhra, and Anand. Our leader has keen interest in Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India initiative of the government, and hence is very keen to enter into solar panel manufacturing in next financial year, with a long-term vision to expand business into solar cell manufacturing units in India. Well, as I said earlier, our emerging leaders of today are definitely the visionaries of tomorrow. So now let us see who the winner is. Well, the winner is Mr. Yash Gupta, Director of Gupta Industrial Maintenance Services Private Limited. May I please request Mr. Yash to kindly say a few words? Do we have Mr. Gupta with us here today at the award ceremony? Do we have Mr. Gupta or any other representative from the company? Well, heartiest congratulations to Mr. Gupta at such a young age. Achieving this kind of recognition is really remarkable. And heartiest congratulations to the entire team. Moving on to our next award. So it is our second last category of the award ceremony. So our next category is Young Entrepreneur of the Year. Let us know about the leader. The company has consistently backed the title of Bankable Tier 1 solar panel manufacturer during the pandemic. This is owing to our winner's focus on developing a quality-conscious mindset in the organization. An important recognition and his expertise helped the company to get more business in different American and European markets. The leader has helped build connections in the foreign market and helped pave the way for the company to become a global brand. Today, because of his leadership and hard work, the company's name is synonymous with quality products and quality people, making it India's most quality-conscious brand. Quite an achievement by our young entrepreneur. So let us see who the award goes to. Well, the award goes to Mr. Bharat Bhuth, Director and Co-founder, Goldie Solar. May I request Mr. Bhuth to kindly take the award and say a few words? So if Mr. Bharat is not available at the ceremony today, could we have a representative from Goldie Solar? Do we have Mr. Rajat with us to take this award? Okay, I think Mr. Rajat is also not available. Heartiest congratulations to Mr. Bharat for the great win and being such an emerging leader. It's a young entrepreneur. And heartiest congratulations to the entire team of Goldi Solar. Moving to our last category of the evening. Let us have the category, please. It's Young Business Leader of the Year. As I always drop hints, let us know something about the winner. Our leader is a dynamic personality of 37 years old. He has a rich experience of more than 13 years in the field of renewable energy. In a span of 4 years in his present company, our winner has inspired his team, and under his leadership, the company has grown up to having a market share of more than 68% in Gujarat. With his great business sense and foresightedness, he has helped to grow the company to more than 550 megawatt plus. So let us know who the winner is. And the award goes to well, the award goes to Mr. Brijesh Prajapati, MD, Shenzhen Solar Limited. May I request Mr. Brijesh to kindly say a few words?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Team SQ. Thanks for your order, the prestigious award. Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Prajapati, heartiest congratulations to you and the entire team. Now, since just one question for you, since it is a lockdown situation and people can barely travel now, so once this lockdown is lifted and you're allowed to go on a vacation, so where would you like to go and why would you choose that place?
I would like to go Dubai once again.
Dubai, okay. Yeah. Why?
See, I'm also responsible for the Middle East market. So also I would like to enjoy fun with work.
Oh, business and pleasure mixed together. All right.
Yes. Okay. Otherwise, my company will kick out to me.
Okay. I hope the lockdown lifts and you are able to go to Dubai and enjoy your work and yourself too. Right? Heartiest congratulations to you, Mr. Brijesh, again, and the entire team on the great win.
Thank you so much.
Well, with this, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of our award ceremony. Heartiest congratulations to all the winners and a big thank you to each and every audience member for being a part of our award ceremony. Keep tuned in to our SolarQuarter updates and upcoming events. Hope to see you all in our upcoming events again. Till then, stay safe and stay happy. Thank you.